The year is 2023. PBS Plus has just launched, bringing the world's streaming services to 4,387. How can anyone be expected to go through all this content? Fear not, loyal passengers. Captain Joe Shoes and his first mate Mez are here to travel through space and time to bring you the best nuggets pop culture has to offer. Strap in. It's time for the JoeMeZ podcast. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 334 of the JoeMeZ podcast. I'm Mez and my co-host as always is
the magistrate of Caravan City, Captain Joe Shoes from the JoeMeZ podcast.
Yeah, you are, buddy. How you doing, bro?
Gomez, what a busy week we've had. I did all the homework this week. And only the homework.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Did you watch over under 5 things this week, Joe?
Let me go into my notes here.
1, 2, 3. Because I hope that number is under. It should be under. We weren't supposed to watch a lot. Look at it. Here we go.
Gonna get my pen, my red pen.
Oh, our boy, he just loves doing extra credit. What a little
I do it for
bro.
the people. I do it for The Rock.
For The Rock. You shouldn't do things for The Rock. He don't do things for us.
No.
He ain't coming to WrestleMania. Forget
scumbag.
that guy. Piece of garbage. 3 years.
This Young Rock show was basically a setup for a WrestleMania match. And he's not doing it.
I don't know if I'll have time. What, they fucking just spring it up on you, bro?
Hey, Rock, what do you think about WrestleMania? Is that this year?
Oh, no. Bro, 3 years. They switched around dates for this. I just don't even understand. Oh, my goodness. I just fucking Rock. No more for The Rock. Until he does something for us.
Why do we like The Rock?
It's been a while. He needs to do something for us now.
Yeah.
All right, no more.
You know what he needs to do? Bring back Castle. Not be in it. Just bring it back.
What if, but he might go, oh, I like this Castle show. Let me remake it, and I'll be Richard Castle.
Oh, my God. He'll be Detective Esposito and then make him the focus of the show. Poor John Huertas will be like, what is going on?
Oh, my God. So, yeah. So, from now on, I think we should both agree we don't do nothing for The Rock, okay?
Yeah,
until he does something for us.
Rock prohibition.
That's it. You owe us one, Rock. We done.
Is he going to be in that new Fast and the Furious movie? Did you watch the trailer for that?
I didn't watch the trailer, and no, he's not allowed in those movies, you know? Yeah. And then Vin Diesel don't get along, so.
Well, now we get John Cena.
I'll take that. John Cena, he should get all the thanks and accolations. He's the best.
The accolations?
I was combining 2 words.
The accolades?
Accolades, yes.
Accolades and accusations?
But yeah, John Cena gets all of that.
I think he's the best. Because he is the best.
And he does things for us all the time.
He does.
He's very considerate to our needs.
Oh, but that bald spot.
It was rough.
It was bad. It was bad.
It was rough. I feel bad. Why does he wear the ball cap no more?
Well, at some point, it's the same reason I wear my captain's hat in my matches, but at some point they pop off.
Joe, would you get a hairpiece if you
100%?
Really?
I would love to look like an 80s mobster with a bad hairpiece.
Because I was just gonna say, do you think like hairpieces look good? Like usually they look so fake, don't they?
But that's the fun. Like I would do it just for that, and get like a Sergio Tacchini tracksuit to wear around
the velour,
town. Yeah,
the velour tracksuit. Get the pinky ring out, Joey.
Yeah, like stuff like that. If you're gonna look horrible, at least have fun with it.
That way I can agree with it, but I just think some of these guys are, thinking they're fooling people.
No, in a perfect world, I would have enough money to go buy new hair, like real hair.
Oh, one of those go
to like
things.
I'd go to the Dominican Republic and get like the cheap hair transplant deal or whatever.
Right,
plugs,
they take it like
whatever.
from the back or something and put it in the front. Is that like
They
follicle?
can take
or
it off my
something?
back. I got plenty there.
Oh, at the back of your head. I mean, yeah, right.
They're true.
Like, come on, let's go. Take it all. I've got plenty.
They walk in the room. I'm there, fucking shaving my taint. Like,
You didn't say where it had to come from, baby. I got a lot more.
oh my god, I look like Adriana Chechik, all folded up, just fucking shaving myself.
Oh, what a way to start the show here. Taint shaving.
That can't be the name of the episode.
We can't. YouTube doesn't allow things like that, sadly.
I don't know. Does YouTube know what taint is?
I mean, we could find out.
I mean, we probably will find out now. Thank you guys for listening to the JoeMeZ podcast. Please remember to subscribe to this show wherever it is that you are listening to it, or hit that subscribe button on YouTube if you're watching it there. Remember to follow us on all the social media at JoeMeZ. Leave us a 5-star review, and if and when you do, screenshot it, tweet it to us at JoeMeZ, and you can get one of our fancy smanchy 8x10s autographed by both me and Gomez as a token of our appreciation.
Yeah, we got nice John Hancocks there, bro.
I will say our 8x10 is pretty cool.
It's not bad, bro. It's a good one.
There are people out there who are like, oh, like whatever, I finally got around to this. But then when they get the 8x10, they're like, hey, like if I knew this was the 8x10 sooner, I probably would have jumped on this. So, I mean, It's been around enough now. We've tweeted out a bunch of them who have, people who have gotten them have tweeted them. We've retweeted them, of course. It's a cool 8x10. Yeah. And when we finally run out, we'll do a new one or something different, something nice.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So let us know. What could we do to help entice you? I'll tell you what we can't do.
I was going to say, I know we ain't going to give them.
After last week's episode, we did inquire about the JoePEZ dispensers.
Yeah,
and that ain't happening, pal. We did reach out. My double main man, Kinnick, always the hot merch guy, the hottest one in all the land. He looks like he's a normal midget, if you will. Like, he's got regular sized legs, but he's very, very tiny. And he informed me it would probably be about $5,000 just to do each of our molds.
Ooh, baby. Just to get a mold done. My goodness.
Let alone the production costs afterwards. So there is, I mean, unless this becomes like one of the biggest podcasts known to man, which, listen, I mean, small sample size. We've only had about 7 years here. So, but it doesn't look like we're going to be creeping into that Joe Rogan territory anytime soon. But we'll, you know what? We'll keep that in the notebook, though, just in case we have to come back to it.
Of course. Circle back around.
Yeah. But Gomez actually was very busy this week, and I didn't watch a million things this weekend, but I did the homework. But filming a lot of stuff for YouTube, so I hope you're subscribed to youtube.com/JoeShoes, watching all my food reviews. We've got coffee creamer reviews. The new Zero Sugar Twix review is up, and by the time this episode comes out, I believe you will have the access to the international chicken sandwiches from the Burger King. Ooh, the American, the Italian, and the Mexican all in one video.
Was the original chicken sandwich not American to start with?
Apparently, you have to add cheese to make it American.
Like, I don't understand. I saw there's an American. And I said, oh, so it's just a regular. No, they put tomato and cheese on it. Like, what do we do?
It's a club without the bacon.
It's that maybe they should have did that.
They
right?
should have added bacon. Americans put bacon on everything.
That makes sense. They missed the boat there.
I will say the one I was most excited for, obviously, was the new one, the Mexican. We've never had the Mexican.
No.
Have you had it?
Yes, I had it. I just stumbled upon it. I went to Burger King. I'm like, what the hell is this? Mexican chicken sandwich. I had to try it.
Of course. Are you as disappointed as me?
It was okay.
It was fine. There was just not a lot to it.
The queso, wasn't bad. And then, crispy,
it didn't come off like a queso to me, though. It felt more like just like their regular like Chipotle sauce that they use for like the Ghost Whopper come Halloween time.
Mine was just it wasn't like anything special, just like tasted like kind of like just a regular cheese sauce that you would just put on something. It wasn't nothing.
And they had the little jalapeno chips on it.
Yeah, the little crispy jalapeno guys. It was fine.
It's
I liked it,
but it's just like, yo, like you couldn't throw like a slice of pepper jack or something on
there.
There
should have been a little more to it. Yes.
Yeah, that was my
100%.
biggest complaint. The Italian is still the star of the show.
Yes, I tried it. You know, I didn't hate it. I liked it. But if I'm going back to Burger King, I'm getting that Italian because now I need to have that one. Yeah. I mean, even though we love that Wendy's one, but you know, come on,
that Wendy's one.
We got to give it up to the OG. Come on.
Yeah, so go check out that video if you please. Remember to hit like on all those videos or leave a comment. Leave those lobster kisses. We be seeing them come in here and there, but I would appreciate all that. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming up on YouTube. More coffee creamer reviews. I got the Friends Manhattan mocha.
Was just like a chocolate thing? Nothing. Just branded.
It's a hazelnut.
Friends.
It's a hazelnut
mocha. Okay.
And I'm not necessarily a huge hazelnut fan. I'm not necessarily a big mocha fan. But I said I'm a scientist.
Sure.
I will try this out in the name of science. So I did. So that review will be up. And then we had another coffee cream review. There's Pop-Tarts, the brown sugar cinnamon.
Oh, I'm excited to hear about that one.
So all those will be coming out. And also...
What?
In the can, I got a bunch of videos already scheduled, going up 2 per week right now. Finally, JoeMeZ, I think we spoke about this before. My local McDonald's. Finally, JoeMeZ.
Yes.
Finally.
Got your bagel.
A steak, egg, and cheese bagel finally made it to whatever fucking horrible part of Orlando I live in that didn't have it for the past 3 months while everybody else was
crazy, bro. I'm so happy
pudgy gullets.
That's crazy, man. Woo. You happy it's back, baby?
Oh, so happy.
It's good. It's good. Every once in a while, you need that just greasy piece of shit sandwich, bro.
Not just one.
Oh, baby. Not just one. I do the round egg, so it gets a little expensive. So one is enough for me, bro.
No.
Yeah. They charge like $2 extra. That's like, fuck
what
that.
The fuck? I didn't know there was an option to change eggs.
Yeah, I used to do it all the time, and when I worked at JFK, because I like a McGriddle, but they put the folded egg. I want that round egg, baby. Give me that McMuffin egg, and so you can replace it. They'll charge you, but you can replace it.
I feel like I get that egg in mine. I don't know now. I've never really looked.
It's sometimes just the folded yellow one.
Yeah, I don't know now.
Yeah, I think just the McMuffin get those.
Wow.
You talk about trying things, Joe. I got something right here. A Dr. Pepper, strawberries and cream.
Really?
Did you see this? This just came out.
So I have seen it. I have not yet tried. I mean, I've seen it in the sense that I knew it was out, but I have not seen it, tracked it down, or tried it yet.
Try it. I don't have my water here, so I have to drink this because I'm a little.
Because all you've got,
So, but it smells good. You know what it smells like? It smells like when you get one of
strawberries.
It is. It smells like strawberry, but like when you
like lots of Lovin' Bear.
When you do the freestyle machine, because that syrupy, like strawberry kind of.
There we go. Big swig.
I like it. I can see people not liking it. I like it. I like that strawberry. I've said it 100 times. Fake strawberry is one of my favorite flavors in the world. Okay. I love fake strawberry. It's fake strawberry. It's kind of got like a Nesquik. I've heard that described. It does have kind of that Nesquicky kind of strawberry. So I can see this not being everyone's cup of tea, but me,
well, of course it's not a cup of tea. It's a cup of Dr. Pepper.
I'm a big Dr. Pepper guy.
It's so good.
I don't drink it often, but every once in a while I'm like, yo, I need a Dr. Pepper.
I'm a big diet Dr. Pepper guy.
I'm never really diet guy. Like I drink it once in a while, but
well, a temple like my body cannot be putting regular soda inside.
If I'm drinking soda, I'm just having fun. I don't drink it often, so I'm just give me all the sugar, bro. Give me that molasses. Let's go.
Oh man,
it's the best.
One thing, Gomez, I want to start with, but I know you are a voracious listener of books.
Oh, yeah, I got books to talk about.
There's a book that came out now.
Ooh.
It is called Look Out for the Little Guy, and it is written by Scott Lang. Ant-Man.
I love it.
They have put out book as, like in the character of Scott Lang Ant-Man, and it's a memoir. It's called Look Out for the Little Guy, and there's actually a foreword in it that is written by Bruce Banner.
It's a real book, folks. This is a
genuine
they paid
book.
Someone to write a Scott Lang autobiography. It's pretty fucking wild.
So I guess the whole deal in this is it's actually kind of a talking point in the upcoming movie Quantumania, which is out next week?
Next week, 17th.
So it's a talking point in this movie, and they just were like, oh, let's just fucking do it and have it coincide with the movie release.
So funny. That's great. I love it. I have it saved on my my thing there. I put the pre-order in to try to snatch it. Of course. Yeah, I gotta listen to that, bro. All the shit I listen to, read, listen. Come on.
You do not read.
But I do read. I do pick up some books here, bro. Either way. Like I do read comics. Comics are reading. Okay. So I do read some stuff.
That's a picture book.
It is. So I finished a book. I finished 2 books. My first 2 books of the year. One I'll talk about a little later. One real fast. I did the Stephen A. book. Stephen A. put out a autobiography about his life. Yeah, it's interesting.
I guess.
He's got some. I don't
know. Stephen A. Smith is just not I'm not sitting there scrambling whose life I really want to hear about. Stephen A. Smith.
Why not? He's one of the most sports talk. I mean, this guy is the guy for years now.
Yeah, it is. But I kind of was done with him years ago at this point.
Oh, listen, let me tell you something. Anyone who takes Stephen A. seriously, it's a joke. You watch him to laugh. Look at this fucking guy. Shit like that. You know what I mean? At this point, no one can take this man seriously.
Yeah.
So if that's the way you look at it, have some fun with this guy. He's a fucking clown show. Laugh at the clown. Have some fun, baby.
I just if I'm listening to sports or I'm in the mood for sports, I actually want to hear real conversation about it. I don't need performative bullshit showmanship. It's just it doesn't do anything for me. That's why Skip Bayless, no,
oh, he's terrible.
And
he don't even try. He doesn't even try. It's so obviously let me be a troll. That's the shit I can't stand. Stephen A's having fun like that, but no, Skip Bayless, fuck that piece of garbage.
So it's just I don't know. It's not. Those kinds of shows are not my thing. I do, and listen, not to say I don't like any of it. I love Around the Horn, and obviously Woody Page as a character or whatever.
It's the
best. But it's genuine talk. I want to be able just to listen to people talk sports.
I hear you. I listen to so many basketball podcasts. It's just nerd shit talking about numbers and analytics and shit like that.
I enjoy that kind of shit. And maybe that's because it's just my personality. I'm not a hot take guy. I say that all the time.
Oh no, we're not. No.
When I'm flipping out about something, it's because it genuinely struck a chord in me that is taking, formulating this emotion out of me. I'm not sitting here, shitting on Sausage Party because it's the cool thing to do. It's because it genuinely sucks.
Because we did not like it. Yes, you see, when we got nothing to say, we be like, that was okay. We don't shit on a movie just to shit on a movie.
The fact of the matter is, the older you get, the less you care very strongly about certain things. Everything is just more. Oh, that was fine. So it makes anytime you actually do love something, it's holy shit, this is fucking terrific, or holy shit, this fucking sucks. As you will see as we move on into this show.
Oh baby. Real fast nerd shit. I want to ask you about baseball real fast. The schedule, people going crazy about the scheduling, right? Because what is it? Everyone plays everyone now?
Yeah, there's everyone plays everyone. There's
2 times, 1 time. What is it?
Who the fuck knows? I give up at this point because to me, interleague play lost its luster for me a long time ago.
Sure, it was the first year. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then it's just
the first couple of years, the novelty of, the Mets play the Yankees, and this time it counts.
I think it's more fun, like for the fan, right? Like, oh, I get to see Mike Trout come to town now. Like, that's really
that's the
very
kind of
cool.
stuff that's cool.
Yeah.
But like for me,
don't give a fuck the Angels.
It ruins the postseason in a way. It takes away from it because now you've seen everyone play everyone or whatever. So there's some novelty that goes out with that, and I think more so the All-Star game. The All-Star game, to see these players who would never match up during the season was a cool deal. And now, okay, like, oh, Mike Trout just played the fucking Braves last week. So what do I care if he can't hit this guy?
Did you watch any of the NHL All-Star game that was this weekend?
I did. It was
they did like a little tournament, right? They did like each conference.
That's the thing is each division has like their own team, and then they do like a little tournament. And I don't know, man. It's just
is it 4-on-4 or is it
3-on-3?
3-on-3. Wow, that's a little 4-on-4. Come on.
So you had like Crosby, Ovechkin, and then Adam Fox from the Rangers were a line, and then like there was a couple Avalanche guys, so they were all on a line together. It's I don't know. The NHL's grasping at straws, and their ratings are in the fucking tank.
Oh yeah,
they just got those big deals from TNT and ESPN last season, and right now they're only slightly outdrawing the WNBA.
Wow, crazy.
So
I don't even. Do you remember how they did last year postseason wise? Like, was the cup?
I don't remember.
Honesty.
But I was reading this today that there's only like an average difference of about 20,000 viewers between like the ESPN WNBA game and the NHL game. It is like, whoa.
Yeah, right. No one watches that's all they ever talk about, right? No one watches ladies play basketball.
Yeah.
And no one watching hockey either, bro.
Nope.
That's just oof.
You know what I did watch this week, however?
What you watch, bro?
It was a show about a lady.
That could be a lot of shows.
It was a show about my double main lady, Velma.
Oh, okay. I watched one more episode. I did watch an episode this week. How many did you watch?
Right now we are up to episode 8.
Like a lot of them came
out. There's going to be 10 total. I've watched them all now. I watched all 8. And let me tell you, as someone who would have been bending the knee for this fucking show, it's not that good.
Yeah, that's why I stopped after. I guess there was 3 of them to start, and I've watched about 3 or 4. It's not the worst thing, but it's not.
It's just not good. It's just the tone of it is very unbalanced,
all over the place.
It just doesn't have the focus to be like, it doesn't know what it wants to be, and that just gets me because it's constantly like poking fun at the like normal TV tropes, but it's not like it offers anything better in return. It just
it ain't doing nothing.
It does it and then just keeps going, and it just stops. And I don't know what we're trying for here. Like, you're trying to be adult.
That's what I hear.
You just want to be different, but you're not really it's not really like an adult show. Like, just make it a Velma origin story, and it would have been fine. But they keep just jumping around between all these tonal shifts, and it's not a very good show.
That's the number one complaint I hear is, who is this show for? Because you're jumping around. 1 minute it's like, okay, and then the next it's like, well, I don't want this. It's all over the place. I agree. I'm not a fan.
I left it on and I just hit, play, and it just kept rolling into the next episode. I just had it on and I'm watching it, and I'm just, like you said, it's not the worst thing, but as you're watching, they're quick episodes. They're half-hour episodes. So it's not like it's a huge time investment. But at the end of it, I was just like, you know what? If there's no season 2 or like there's nothing about this show that makes you say, oh, I can't wait till the next one.
So I was the same way. I put it on. I was like, I didn't think there was that many episodes that I had missed because I feel we talked about it a week or 2 ago.
It was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So I guess they're dropping more than 1 a week, I guess, right? I don't know.
It must be. So, I thought it was just supposed to be on Thursdays.
It is. Every Thursday it's supposed to be. I guess
there's no way they drop 5 episodes in 2 weeks.
But I guess I don't know.
They must know that this thing sucks and they're just trying to get rid of it.
So I had put it on just like you. I figured, oh, let me burn through this since there's so many. And after the one I watched, I was like, I don't hate it, but I'd rather put something else on. I just switched over to something else.
Like even the story. So the main storyline is like Velma is searching for her mother, who was either kidnapped or disappeared, whatever. And it's just like even that's not interesting.
No, I don't care.
Because like the story around it it's just not interesting. It's just not well done. Not a good way of telling this story. I don't know. I like I said, I don't know what they're going for. I don't think they know what they're going for.
I'd be surprised if there was a season 2 because I ain't heard a lot of praise for it. All I hear is this.
Hasn't
People
been a lot
complaining. Like, what are we doing here? That's what.
And if anyone was going to sing the praises of this show, it would have been me.
Bro, as soon as they announced this show, I penciled that shit in. As soon as it comes out, no matter what week it is, we definitely talking about it.
There's very few people on this world that would have been more excited for Velma anything. Any kind of Velma content I wanted to consume. And now I'm here going, you know what I don't want? Velma content. See what you did to me, HBO.
I can't believe it, HBO. Why would you do this?
All these years I've spent with my dick in my hand thinking about Velma and sexy Velma cosplayers and researching on fucking Spank Bang for fucking Velma cosplay videos. Don't go there if you're a child under the age of, 28. But all of this I did for Velma, and here we are.
Unbelievable. It's true. I was not expecting this to turn out the way it was. It's like no matter what, even if it's not so great, I'm sure Joe's gonna get a kick out of this. But no,
he's not.
He's not. Oh, poor Joe. Last week we recorded early, so we didn't get to talk about DC announced their movies here, Joe. They did their big film announcement.
Yeah, they did.
James Gunn was like, before January is over, I will tell you what's up. And he literally waited to the last day of the month to let us know.
And then he gave us a bunch of things that have a bunch of characters that no one's ever heard of.
But this is not true. What have you not heard of? Come on, there's a couple things, but there's a lot of stuff here. We got the important people. What don't we got here? Come on.
It just felt like because he's running down like titles or story arcs or things within that universe, and I don't know about it. So to me, these announcements, I don't give a shit. Just this is the equivalent of the wrestling figure company showing artwork. Tell me when the movie's out, pal.
Well, they did tell you a couple. So a couple things here that are important for us that we care about is they announced a Amanda Waller show. And this is kind of taking the place for Peacemaker season 2. That's on hold.
Disappointing.
So that makes me sad. I'm sure we might get Peacemaker in there because they've mentioned that a lot of those characters will be in there.
Yeah,
I guess all those government people.
Cast, yeah.
So I could see Peacemaker making an appearance. So that makes me a little sad. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, I think Peacemaker was a sleeper hit, right? It kind of snuck up on us. No one really had big expectations for it.
We expected to like it, but it was like, whoa! It
ended up being a really fun watch, and I genuinely looked forward to it every week.
Yes. The other thing here, so this is official now. This is why the Flash movie is still coming out, is because it will officially. This is how they're gonna reset everything. It was always been the rumor, but this is how they're gonna start everything over. Also, I heard this was the other thing. This movie is supposed to be really good. The word on the street is this Flash movie is fucking great, bro. And this is another reason they're like, we can't not put this movie out. Like, this movie is good. We need to put it out. Wow. I don't know, bro. This is the word on the street,
As a man, I'm a man of the streets, and I haven't heard this yet. So I'll take your word for it. I trust you, Snake Man. But right now, this is all hearsay until further notice.
Other than that, there's gonna be a Superman movie. There's gonna be a Batman movie. There's gonna be 2 Batman movies. We're gonna get Batman that I loved, the Batman, the 3-hour movie that Joe is just not a fan of. I get
it's still not over.
So that's going to continue, and that's going to be its own little thing. So things like that and the Joker, we'll still get those things. The Black Superman that they've been talking about, that's still going to happen. And but we're also going to have a Batman, in the DC universe. So I hope it's going to be opposite. The way they're talking about it, I think we might get like a little lighter Batman. Would you be excited to see like a little lighter Batman, not so dark and?
Yes, because I grew up on
Adam West, right?
Adam West, yeah. So, I want my Batman to dance.
I don't know about dancing, but like the storylines that they're using and the Robin that they're using, it's his actual son, and he's like an assassin. So he's like a piece of shit. So Batman can also be a piece of shit. It's got to be some balance. So I'm hoping that we get a little happier Batman. That would be nice. I'm excited.
Yeah, we've been doing the dark Batman thing for
and it keeps getting darker and darker.
And that's the thing. We have to constantly out-dark it.
It's like, oh, you thought it was dark last time, folks. Here we go. My goodness. By the time Shiloh's a kid, fucking Batman's going to be wild. Bro.
Like, I mean, if it was any darker, it would be Skinamarink at this point.
Oh, Joe, would you like to talk about Skinamarink?
No.
No,
I don't.
Joe. Come on, Joe. We had 2 things to watch this week.
What the fuck is that behind you?
We had 2 things to watch this week. One of them was the very popular, very divisive Skinamarink. It dropped on Shudder last week. It's been playing at some theaters. I think it's still playing at some theaters now if you want to see it that way. But we've talked about it for a couple weeks. It was a hit on the horror, the festival circuit. It got pirated. The TikTok kids started seeing it, started talking it up.
So let's talk about this. This Canadian horror movie.
Yes.
Now, the guy who directed it, wrote it, his name is Kyle Edward Ball.
Yeah, friend of the family.
Friend of the JoeMeZ family. And he used to run a YouTube channel. And it's called Bite Size Nightmares. And he would encourage the people who watched it to tell him about their nightmares. And then what he would do would take these comments and turn them into short videos. So he gets the idea of doing this movie because the movie is based around 2 children who wake up in the middle of the night and find that their father is missing and all the windows and doors in the home have vanished. So apparently one of the most common nightmares he was told about was people kept commenting about waking up and having their parents be gone. And this is a nightmare that apparently has hit tons and tons of people.
I get it.
So he did a proof of concept short in 2020 called Heck, and that was so he could eventually make this movie. JoeMeZ has mentioned this before. It had a budget of $15,000, which
you could see.
I could afford $15,000.
Sure.
I may have to move some things around, but
it's the possibility. Yes.
Yeah, I could write you a check. Up to now, it's made just under $2 million domestically.
Crazy, bro.
That's crazy. A hell of a return on investment.
One of the best ever.
I regret to inform you, JoeMeZ, that those are all fake numbers. There's no such thing as a box office for this movie. There's no such thing as a movie because this is not a goddamn movie.
What are you talking about? Ooh, spooky movie. Bro, so I told you, right? I warned you right off the bat. I said I didn't like this movie, but this is the movie everyone's talking about. This is the hot thing. Because this is literally for weeks, about 2 months now, probably. This is all I've heard in the horror world is this movie. Because why, Joe? Because it's barely a fucking movie. So anyone who sees it, you get a reaction. Because either you're like really on board, which I still haven't met anyone who's fully on board, or you like my double main man Joe here, who's just like, what the fuck am I watching?
And now you had told me that people are making it about 15 minutes and being like, fuck this, I'm done.
I see a lot of people bailing.
I didn't make it 15 minutes, JoeMeZ. I made it 100 minutes. Yes. And the entire time I said, what the fuck is this? You know what it is? It's nothing. It is fucking nothing. JoeMeZ, we have a new winner for the worst fucking movie we have ever watched for this goddamn podcast. This is unconscionably bad. This gentleman, your friend of the family, Kyle Edward Ball, needs to be kicked out of the house.
But there's no doors. He can't.
Exactly.
He's trapped.
To be removed from the family reunion. You people should take him to court for ruining the public perception of your surname. This gentleman sucks. I have never met him. I don't care if he fucking saves baby seals. He's the worst.
If this movie was a short film, maybe 15 minutes at the most, how do you feel about it? If it was something quick like that,
I'd still hate it, but at least it'd be over.
I think as a short film, it would work because you're waiting and waiting and waiting. And I mean, something comes at the end, but it's not like, whoa, like you get a little something, you get a little payoff.
You get nothing.
You
get nothing.
You get this guy behind me. You get him. That's the payoff. Again,
I don't know what we're doing here. Why have the standards of society dropped so low?
I wonder if the people liking it all, if it's a younger crowd. I wonder if it's a thing. I wonder if they're really. I don't know. Again, I haven't seen these, but there are people who say, "Oh my God, this is the scariest thing." This is, I guess, just because it's dark, right? People are just scared of the dark, and so
You said it became a big thing on TikTok and stuff, which is like how it's got its buzz. So
yes, that's how it got its buzz.
It was submitted to all these film festivals, and there was a glitch in one of the online film festivals, which allowed for the movie to be downloaded.
Yeah.
So the movie was getting pirated left and right, and somehow made it to the TikTokers who all did this is the scariest movie you're ever gonna see. And it's not scary.
I don't get why it's scary. Just
because nothing
every once in a while.
I guess it's supposed to be like, because it's dark and it's a child. And let me tell you about this child. Let me tell you. Dad, every 5 minutes, Dad, I just wanted to pick up that child like it was Kevin McAllister in Home Alone and just hang them from the back of their shirt on my towel rack in the bathroom. And I just wanted to leave that kid there and think about what they've done to ruin my afternoon with this hot, horrible, garbage movie. Dad, shut up. Shut up. Go play with your toys.
I'd remove the doors too, bro. I'd be like, fuck this. Fuck this kid. Oh my goodness. I love it. So yeah, this is a movie that I would have seen because it would have eventually got on my radar because of how low budget and how crazy it is. But yeah, the TikTok thing made it become a thing. I don't think this ever would have been released in the movie theater.
And
like,
it
really?
should never have been.
I mean, listen.
Movie theater. Oh my God.
I wish you saw it in the movie theater.
Albert AMC should have never allowed this thing in his theaters and sully the reputation of such a wonderful establishment.
I would have liked for you to go into the movie theaters because then you would have had reaction. Like I would have liked to see what the reaction in the theater. You were, causing an uprising with your fellow theater mates. Do you see this shit? Nothing is happening. Nothing happens, folks. We're not kidding. We don't want you to watch this movie just because we're talking about it. Don't go see it. You're gonna hate it. Like,
if genuinely, if anyone out there has seen this movie and enjoyed it, you gotta fucking let us know. You have, because
I want to know
about this movie. Yeah, like what is it about this movie that you enjoyed?
Yes,
because we're about to hit the main man music, and I'm already telling you, this is the worst movie I've ever seen.
I can't wait. Let me hit that button, baby.
Are you a man? A double main man? Are you a man? A triple main man? A man? A quadruple main man? Are you a
main man standards? This is gonna be something. It's history. We're getting history right here. Skinamarink, available on Shudder. Joe's gonna tell you why not to watch it.
Gomez, remember 40 seconds ago where I said this was genuinely the worst movie I've ever seen?
Yeah, I believe
this is the worst movie I've ever seen. Do not watch this. Time, Gomez, is the most valuable thing in our lives. And this was 100 minutes of my life wasted. And the thing is, Gomez, you think about that. Right now, we're getting ready for spring training, right?
Yeah.
A week and a half away from spring training. In a lot of places, pitchers and catchers have already reported. And I think to myself around this time of year, I say, Joe, from the JoeMeZ podcast, how many baseball seasons do you really have left? Oh. And the answer, Gomez, not many. And you want to know why?
What?
Because time is the most valuable resource we have, and I wasted 100 minutes of my life. The little bit of my life that I have left wasted on this abomination disguised as a movie.
Could you believe that it kept going and going? Like
it wouldn't.
It just doesn't end.
Batman was long. You need to see Skinamarink.
And it's literally half the time.
Dad.
In this house.
Negative 6,000 main men.
I can't put that in the ground. I'll try.
6,000 negatives. The worst men you can think of, all the negative ones. That's what this movie is rated.
It's not good. I'm gonna give it 1 star. 1 star.
Why?
Because I like this guy. 1 star for this fucking phone guy. It's not good. It is. I will agree with Joe. This is the worst movie we've seen for the podcast. This has definitely.
It is.
This is definitely taken over Sausage Party. As bad as that is, it's a comedy. It's doing things. It is doing things. We ain't gelling with it. This, I don't know what the fuck they do. This is. Oh, goodness gracious. What a fucking movie. Oh, Joe, I went to the movies this week. I told you didn't have to go see this one. You didn't have to go. This was extra credit. But I went and saw the new M. Night Shyamalan movie starring our main
Knock
man,
at the Cabin.
Batista Man.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other people, Ron Weasley, a couple other people you might have seen somewhere else. And I really enjoyed it, bro. I thought it was really good. So much so that when I was done, I bought the book online. I got the book and I finished it just in time for the podcast. The ending is different. It's very different. It's the same vein, but they changed things up. Without spoiling things, I'll say the M. Night one is a little more optimistic, a little more happier. It's a little more happier. Okay, but it's not necessarily happy, but it's happier. The performances are great. If you see people talking about the movie, they are talking about how great Batista Man is, and he's fantastic. He's wonderful. He plays this gentle giant that when I heard people talking about the book, they also said with them when they read it, they had Batista in their mind, like the way it was described.
Really?
And so when I read it, yeah, because he's like this just big, sweet guy, perfect casting. He's great. The movie is like 90 minutes long, bro. It breezes by. Like the movie starts, it just starts. Like, within 5 minutes, the movie is going. Like, here we go.
You know what movie doesn't do that? Fucking Skinamarink.
Because there's nowhere to go, bro. They did. They went right into it of doing nothing. They'll let you know from the start. But Knock at the Cabin, great movie. I'm trying to think. 3.5, 4 stars. Like really it's really good time. I think you should check it out. I think you would like it too. Like the premise is very interesting. Again, if you don't know, people knock at the cabin. Hey, the apocalypse is coming. You guys have to agree to sacrifice someone in this cabin, or else it's going to happen. Like you could stop it. If you sacrifice someone, it will stop. And so then it's, is it real? What's happening outside? It's good.
Now, when you see this movie and, obviously the people within the film are going through their own internal struggles to know if this is something they should really even consider. JoeMeZ, I'm not going to lie. I would sacrifice you in a fucking heartbeat.
I was going to say,
Skinamarink,
I was going to ask you.
You are now my least favorite person.
I was going to ask you if you were in a cabin with your family and someone knocked on the door and said that, how many seconds before he finished his last second that you kill your brother? Like the last syllable, and the end of the world, and like
I'd be like, oh wait, right? You mean this was a sacrifice?
Flanders is a zombie. So yeah, I figured that there'd be no problem there. But it's good. If you have some free time, I'm sure when it gets on VOD, I'll remind you to check it out. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
Cabin in the Woods. Knock at the Cabin in the Woods. Excuse me. The book is called "The Cabin at the End of the World." Is the name of the book. Came out 2018. It's been on my list for a while because it's a very interesting premise. I'm glad the movie came out. Gave me a reason to check it out. So there you go. Reading books, listening to books, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
I'm doing something. I want to read more this year. I say it every year, right? But then we don't do it.
Yeah, I know.
We go, yeah, let's read.
I believe me. I would love to read. I enjoy it, but I don't have the time.
That's why those books on tape, bro. That 10 seconds you're in your car, you get 10 seconds of a story.
That's the thing. I'm not even really in the car long enough to get any substantial things knocked out.
Sorry to hear, bro. That's a shame.
Yep.
No book club for the Car JoeMeZ podcast.
No, definitely not. We do enough.
Oh, well, I think it's time we wrapped up our obscure sequels month here, Joe, don't you think?
I believe it is. This is the one that started it all.
We started talking about, do you know there's a Mean Girls 2? And then you start looking, and there's a lot of part 2s and 3s that you ain't fucking know about. So we had to check them out. We had to. For the people, right?
Yes, definitely.
Do it for the people. Let you know about these sequels. And boy, we saved the best for last, huh, Joe?
Honestly, maybe.
Maybe. I gotta say, besides Showgirls 2, you got some enjoyment from it because it was terrible. Yeah. I did not. But other than that, I mean, these movies were not terrible. I was expecting like the dregs of society. Like we were just watching bottom of the barrel shit. And none of them were terrible. They're harmless, stupid little movies.
No, and then we also watched a banger like Independence Day Resurgence.
Oh, but that's a big, they put money into that one.
And it shows.
It does show. So Mean Girls 2 comes out, 7 years after the first one? Because they love doing this.
Yeah.
It even though it wasn't made with that in mind, it did premiere on ABC Family.
Oh,
and
really?
then it dropped on DVD a week or two later. So it's not like they made it for that, but I guess they did it together. So that's why, it's not too
So
crazy, this
the
movie.
description of this movie is not very good at all. If you go to IMDb, look up Mean Girls 2, it came out in 2011, and the whole description is the plastics are back
That's
in
it.
the
Yes.
long-awaited follow-up to the smash hit Mean Girls. And now the clique is more fashionable, funny, and ferocious than ever. And honestly, that has nothing to do with the movie. The plastics are in it. There is no ties to the original movie whatsoever, except for the fact that it apparently happens storyline wise at the same school. So Tim Meadows is still the principal.
Which can we start there real fast?
Yeah.
How is this man still the principal after the events of Mean Girls?
Yeah, like how did the school board not fire him?
How did this guy? So much craziness happened in that school with the fighting, the assembly, right? Craziness. And then girls got hit by a bus.
And then the girl got hit by a bus, exactly.
Like, bro, there's no way this guy's job. Like, at first I was like,
they did win the math league or whatever. So maybe that was enough.
Well, in that case, that makes you keep your job. Oh, I was like, how the fuck did this guy? I do love it though. Tim Meadows, keep getting them checks, bro. Gotta eat.
He's basically a regular on the Goldbergs.
I love it. Why not, bro?
He plays is he the principal or the guidance counselor? He's the guidance counselor in the Goldbergs.
Casting our man here. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So we get this girl, Joe Mitchell.
Yes.
She's moving to a new school. She moves around a lot because her dad works for NASCAR. And apparently for NASCAR, you can't just live somewhere. You got to move around a lot. It's not like the car drives.
It's so silly. Like NASCAR goes all around the world, all around the U.S. Like, what are we doing? Why does this man have to move? I guess maybe is he losing his job and like he's getting another team? Like, I'm not with Chevrolet now. I'm with Toyota. Like, like it's just so silly. Fucking NASCAR.
So Joe goes to a new school, is met by their version of the plastics, and pettiness ensues between high school girls. And at the end of the day, JoeMeZ, it's fine. It's not horrible. This is probably in the same vein as the Benchwarmers movie we watched last week, where I came in expecting dreck. I came in expecting horribleness and terribleness and awfulness, but it's not that. It's not good, but it's not horrible.
I'll say my one thing is like how the movie starts where they're the girls are angry at each other, so they start doing things to each other. This girl fucks with her dad's NASCAR car, like his job, where he like is gonna get fired. Bro, this girl would have got stabbed in the face. Like, what are we doing? You come into my house, you're not just like, what are we doing? This girl should have been locked up. Get the fuck out of here.
So here's the thing. I've like you've seen bully stuff before, right? But it's like bully in school, bully on the playground.
Like you do with like
no
the
one
pizzas,
breaks
right?
into your house and
sabotages a car and just like get the fuck out of here. She's like, oh, it's on now. Now I would have went to her house, dragged her by her hair, and beat the shit out of her. What are we doing? Like,
I would have called the police.
Yes, you should have been locked up. It went from, oh, we put stuff on the pizza to make it, make you shit yourself. Till we're breaking into your house and ruining your livelihood. Amazing. Just truly amazing shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this movie? So the movie's like it's like a She's All That kind of thing. They do like pay to be her friend kind of thing, right?
Yeah. So Joe is not like the nerdy outcast girl, but she befriends the nerdy outcast girl who's not even really all that nerdy or outcast. It's just like she's an easy target for the cool girls to pick on.
Like it's just like that's it.
Well, I'm not even talking about Joe is the new girl.
Yes. The other girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's just a regular girl.
she's just a regular girl at school. It's not like she's a huge geek or like ugly or like. And believe me, if someone's ugly, I would say it.
Yes, you do.
Because I'm honest. Like they call me the herald of honesty.
Oh.
And they do say that. And it's just like, where is the motivation to be this mean to people?
Well, remember, because
yes, I understand.
They live next door, right?
The street or something. And this one had a bigger birthday party or whatever.
So corny.
But it wasn't like you're in high school now. You're one of the hot girls. Like, go fuck some hot guy. Like, be satisfied in the sense that you get to have sex with other hot people, because that's how I live my life. I go to sleep at night very content that I get to have sexual relations with other comparably hot people. It is just, it's a blessing and a curse, you know.
It's a curse, huh?
Sometimes these things can be a curse because, you know what, Gomez, sometimes you just want to be able to chill. And I have these people who are like, you are hot, you should have sex with me. And it's like, yo, I'm just trying to relax and have an ice cold PBR right now, but I appreciate your interest. Maybe call me in an hour. And, you know, and then I do it because I love my country. So at the end of the day, what were we even talking about?
Mean Girls.
It's fine.
Some music. Mean Girls 2, bro. Wrapping up our fun month of these unknown sequels here. What are you giving it on the main man standings?
Look, let's call a spade, right? This movie's not great, but it is mildly amusing. It has that same kind of, you know, be yourself storyline, which I don't believe in. I hate being myself. There is nothing I hate more than being myself.
But I thought you're so awesome. You're always yourself. What are you doing here?
I am many versions of myself.
Okay.
But, you know, like, at the end of the day, when it comes to getting through high school, having relationships, the secret to a happy life, Gomez, is lie. Lie about everything possible. Lie about what you know you can get away with. Nowadays, it's very difficult because people have the internet, so your lies have to be more tempered, but you should still lie. Always lie. So that's why I give this movie 2.5. Double and a half main man. I think it was fine. It doesn't hurt no one except maybe some feelings. Maybe you're going to get your feelings hurt. I don't know. This movie's fucking fine. It's nothing special.
ABL. Always be lying, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna give it like 2, I guess 2.5. I don't know. 2 is good. Whatever. It's fine. It's not something you should go out of your way to see, but I mean, if it happened to be on TV one day, you're flipping channels, some bullshit, it's fine. It's worse ways.
You know what?
Definitely
if
worse
I was
ways.
Flipping through the channels and I come across ABC Family and this movie just happens to be on, I'd be like, I'm good here for the next 90 minutes. It's quick. It's not a big commitment, and it's not like Skinamarink that's fucking a waste of your fucking life. This makes you happy that these movies exist. Get that fucking guy off the screen. You know, after Skinamarink, every movie seems so much better by comparison. So
I love it.
Thank you, Mean Girls 2, for existing and renewing my hope for the universe again.
I love it. Next week, Ant-Man comes out, so we have a little time to have a little fun before then. So let's watch something fun, Joe. You want to watch something fun?
I would love something fun. They call me the Pharaoh of fun.
So to have some fun, I said, let's watch a Bollywood movie, Joe. We had so much fun with our last year, right?
Yes, we did.
I said, let's watch something. We're going to watch a movie by the same director SS Raja Mouli, I believe his name is. Let's watch. Do you have your phone by you, Joe?
Sure, I can have it.
I just sent you a thing real fast. Can you read what this movie is about here?
Okay. Let me make it bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the description. It doesn't show me the title.
Yeah, no title.
Okay.
I don't want to show you the poster or nothing,
Nani is a flower decorator, madly in love with his neighbor, Bindu. What? Oh, God.
Yes.
He gets killed by the baddie, Sudeep, a powerful businessman. Nani comes back as a housefly to get his revenge.
That's right.
What?
So, to get us ready for Ant-Man, we're going to watch another
We're going to watch Housefly, man?
We're going to watch a housefly fuck some shit up. So, the movie we'll watch this week is called EEGA. It's EEGA. That's it. It's on Netflix. Everybody's got Netflix, right? Okay. They haven't started their password sharing bullshit. So everyone's still got Netflix. Okay, it's 2 hours. It's a Bollywood movie. There's going to be singing. There's going to be dancing. You might get a training montage with a fly. I'm just saying, okay? This is going to be a fun movie. And I hope all of our passengers come along for the ride here. Please.
This is unbelievable.
It's called EEGA. EEGA. Okay, the poster's there on the screen. It's about a housefly fucking shit up. Okay?
Can't wait.
Let's have some fun, baby.
Oh, man. But that's next week, JoeMeZ.
Yes, baby. Let's spin a wheel, shall we?
It is now time for the big finish.
Oh, look at this beautiful wheel. Let's spin it.
A housefly.
Love it. I'm so excited. Oh, this is a good one. So our big finish today, folks. Top 3 cartoons based on movies. Oh, I like this one. Here we go. So right off the bat,
the one that first comes to mind for me
is Police Academy.
Police Academy, yes.
I had all the toys. I loved the movies. I loved the cartoon. Police Academy was my shit. I was a Police Academy kid, bro. I loved it.
I mean, the next one that comes to mind, I think the next one that okay, now I got a couple, but RoboCop comes to mind.
Yes.
I think probably number 1 is going to end up being the real Ghostbusters.
Sure, I love the Ghostbusters cartoon. I do.
But there was Back to the Future. There was Karate Kid. Oh, they had cartoons.
Clerks.
Oh, you know what?
Clerks. Just showed it on my Twitch because it's so good.
Clerks. The Clerks animated series, and we've said this before, but
we love it.
That is really top-notch stuff.
So good.
Wasn't there a Ace Ventura cartoon?
There's an Ace Ventura. There's a Mask. There was a Pet Detective. They did like all his things for a little bit.
Oh, okay. So, Beetlejuice got to be up there.
Beetlejuice. I love
Beetlejuice. Was kid, bro. So I like the cartoon even better than the movie. The cartoon 100%. Was great. Had great toys.
Yeah, because I grew up on the cartoon, so Beetlejuice was a cartoon for me, and then the movie's good, but I love the cartoon, coloring books. I love that. So Beetlejuice, Clerks.
Oh, so okay, so Clerk, damn,
and
Rambo, The Force of Freedom.
So I know I was never I watched it, but I was never big on it.
Pure 80s, and I had a couple of the toys as a kid, so it was like if you ever go on YouTube and watch the Rambo Force of Freedom intro, it is great. Pure 80s adrenaline, just phenomenal.
So good. Yes, I think I'm good. I think I'm going to do Police Academy. I think I'm gonna do Clerks. And I think I'm gonna do Beetlejuice. I think that's a solid top 3 there.
So I'm gonna go with. Oh man, I don't want to be chalk here. I'm not the biggest real Ghostbusters fan.
I love it, but I like the other stuff more.
But like, it was a big deal. I did watch it. It's got to be on the list, even though it's not my favorite. I mean, it's got to be number 1, right? But Beetlejuice definitely, and then just to be different, I'm gonna say Rambo: Force of Freedom.
I remember those RoboCop cartoons, but I never really watched them because I'm a big RoboCop guy.
I love RoboCop. I bought the figures. The figures, were cool, but the cartoon really wasn't around very long. You can find a few episodes on YouTube. I remember doing a episode review probably years ago at this point. I did an episode of RoboCop where he like beats up and like a oil driller who's poisoning the lake or something.
Gotta kill him.
So good for RoboCop.
Oh, that was a good big finish. That was fun.
Yeah,
fun episode. Good all around.
I like it. We had a great time. Actually, no, we didn't. There's about 15 minutes in the middle of this episode that is markedly not a good time.
We had fun with it. Folks, didn't we? Joey, hit him with the plug so we can get the hell out of here.
Guys, thank you for listening. We're seeing the numbers go up every month and every week, and I really genuinely appreciate that. Obviously, you guys see JoeMeZ and I do put a lot of work into this, and we make our notes, and the jokes come as they come. But it is nice to see like our hard work paying off in a sense. So thank you for listening. Please remember to subscribe to this podcast wherever it is that you're listening to it, or on YouTube. We got a few new subscribers. That one's a slow crawl, but we're seeing a little bit of progress. So it's always fun, slow and steady wins the race. That's or dies before they complete the race. As we all know, time is the most valuable resource you have. So thank you guys for listening. Leave a 5-star review wherever it is that you're listening to this. If it's on Spotify, you just hit that 5 stars thing. That's the equivalent of their review. So we'd appreciate that. You can follow all our stuff at JoeMeZ, Instagram and Twitter. You can follow me personally at the Joe Shoes on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the good stuff.
The JoeMeZ 154 Instagram and Twitter. I should have promoted this on my Twitch stream, WrestleMania. I'll be doing my Sweaty Men in Tights marathon. So I should have, put some things on there. So follow me on there, please. MEZ Movie on Twitch. And we're going to have fun in the next couple of weeks. Going to put some weird shit on there.
And then next week, we will be watching EEGA on Netflix. Get this thing off my screen. This is the story about a man who's killed by his arch nemesis and comes back as a housefly to get revenge. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube. YouTube.com/JoeShoes, because I got a bunch of stuff coming out and I'm actually monetized there. So if you guys can watch, leave some likes and comments, that would be appreciated. Other than that, however, JoeMeZ, that's amore, cowboy.
See you next week. Peace.